So this is probably the last trip of 2022, though you never know. But it's back to Germany, to T+A, where we went in April. And I'm really looking forward to this because now we know the company better, we know the people better. They really appreciate quality video production, and we're going to focus on loudspeakers. Then we're going to bounce over to England, to a place I've wanted to go for years, Bowers and Wilkins. And they say they have some really special stuff planned. So let's see.
So we're in Toronto right now waiting for our transfer to Amsterdam, and of course we get hit with snow out there. So when we get here, it's a whiteout outside the airport, and we're worried now. Are we going to make it? But it's laid off, and I think we're going to be all right. So as Doug mentioned before, we're going to Bowers and Wilkins, and this is the first time that SoundStage is going to have been there. But also, we just have no idea what to expect. The breakdown we've gotten for what we're going to be shooting and where we're going to be going is vague at best. So as always, strap in. We have no idea what to expect.
I forgot a good shirt. I'm going to be shopping at the airport in Amsterdam. I could get a I'm from Canada shirt.
Doug knows how to pick the seats.
Premium economy this time.
Bags showed up. Time to go find Jer. How's the flight, Jer?
Flight was good.
What happened to your air blower?
Yeah, my air blower, they took it. They thought it was too dangerous. I guess it looks like a grenade or something.
I'm Canadian, but it's biting cold here. Like it's that damp cold thing.
What's our next move, Jer?
Taking another train and going to Bundy, Germany.
Bunde! Jer, what did you do in there?
I mean, I just had to.
T+A put us up in the same hotel as last time, which is super cool because it's a great place and it has one of the most beautiful views in the morning as we eat breakfast.
This was our second trip to T+A ever, and also in the same year. We were there in April, and here we were back in November, 6-7 months later. Getting to the factory, it was very familiar. We knew many of the people there. We knew where everything was. But unlike the first time where we concentrated mostly on the company itself and the people, as well as broadly on the electronics and speakers and headphones, here we focused hardcore into the loudspeakers. Now, anyone who knows me knows that loudspeakers are my thing. I've been personally measuring loudspeakers at Canada's National Research Council since 1999. So I love all facets of the technology, and I love to talk about them. So I talked at length to Siegfried and his design team about T+A's unique loudspeaker designs. What I learned is this company has tremendous depth in terms of its loudspeaker technology and design. Drivers, crossovers, loudspeaker enclosures, how the drivers disperse the sound into the room. It's all really well understood. And why is that? I think there are two reasons. One is that Siegfried is a physicist, and physicists tend to make great loudspeaker designers. It tends to be inherent in their discipline. But more important is something that Siegfried reminded me of when I was interviewing him. And that is that T+A began as a loudspeaker manufacturer and stayed that way for 10 years and still makes loudspeakers to this day. Finished day one of shooting at T+A, went really well. Today it's mostly interviews with Conradine and Siegfried, and then we wrap up product coverage. But just look at this view. I listened to the 430 and the 530, and I was blown away. In fact, I'd love to have a pair of 530s in my home. So we just wrapped up the interview with Conradine, and I guess we're heading to the Christmas market. Christmas is a big deal in Germany. So will we go back to T+A a third time? I can't see why not. I don't think it'll be repetitive either, because this company makes a lot of products. They have a lot of technology. They always seem to be coming out with something new. So I think we would learn something new if we went back. So don't be surprised if you see us there again. 2-day rule worked perfectly again. Now we're off to England, but tomorrow morning. Hanover Airport. Looks like it was once kind of bigger than it is now. It's kind of empty, but it's not sure where we check in. We're going by a sign.
So Doug decided to jump over to the bag line, which was empty, and then everybody moved over behind him. Nobody knows what's going on. This airport is a bit of a mess.
We're group 7. That is far from being VIP.
I've been here for 2 nights.
Our sign, look at our names and everything. Bowers and Wilkins, Sound United.
This is great.
And on time.
Oh, wasn't that yesterday? Was it another?
I don't know, I'm reading the
There you are. Oh, they've got a big rooster.
Arrival.
Bowers & Wilkins needs no introduction in the hi-fi industry, but even with their reputation, I didn't expect the facility to be as all-encompassing as it was. They do everything there. We got to see them put together their 800 series of loudspeakers, which was fascinating, but one of the coolest things I got to see, for me at least, was the construction of the legendary Nautilus speakers. Doug even interviewed the guys building the Nautiluses, so keep your eyes peeled on the channel for that. It's going to be really cool.
We've been doing this particularly for about 2 years now.
So we just finished up day 1 shooting at Bowers and Wilkins here in Worthing. We didn't know what to expect when we got here, and it exceeded expectations. Now the main factory is down the street over there, and it's huge, and they make everything for the 800 series there. I didn't know if they would make everything, like the drivers and the crossovers and all of that. They even make the Nautilus cabinets there. So rest assured, if you get an 800 series speaker, everything's there. And where I'm in front of right now is the original Bowers and Wilkins factory, first opened in 1972. Now they put new siding on this building, but this is the first building that John Bowers, founder of the company, bought for the company. Really fascinating. We shot a couple videos in here too. And then tomorrow we're going to their research center. I think it's called SRE. For a look at the newest, coolest stuff the company is coming out with. SRE, Southwater Research Establishment. Bowers and Wilkins has been in here for 4 years?
3 years now.
3 years, and it's top secret. We can't take our cameras in yet. It was something of an honor to be invited into SRE because we were told beforehand that we were the first media to be allowed in there. But we were also sworn to secrecy because this is where the Bowers and Wilkins top secret stuff happens. And we can't tell you about the top secret speakers we heard, but hopefully we'll get back in the future and be able to tell you more.
How'd those top secret speakers sound?
Oh, they sound good.
Cheers, guys.
After we wrapped at B&W, we headed to London for the night.
So what's the most touristy thing you can do? As an audiophile, Abbey Road Studios. We did that last time. As a regular tourist, Buckingham Palace. So the dream would be, what would be King Charles's hi-fi system? Would it be all UK brands? SME, KEF, Bowers and Wilkins, Celestion, Tannoy. What would it be? So Chris and I are at London's Heathrow Airport. Jeremy's going home later to where he now lives. And we visited 2 companies, obviously, on this trip, T+A in Germany and then Bowers and Wilkins. And some themes emerge from both of these companies that they're common among the companies. They're both large companies, really big, and produce a lot of products. But the quality at both is really astonishing to see. The attention to detail to make sure the product gets out exactly as it should. So we're talking quality control down to all the parts and inspections and all of that. And another theme that came out, and this should be a real eye-opener for many audiophiles who think that measurements are everything. And these are really measurement-oriented companies in many ways, but the amount of listening that they do is paramount. And no product goes out of these companies that hasn't been listened to and listened to and listened to in development to make the product they want to make. And that's another theme in these companies. They make what they want to make. T+A has its thing. Bowers & Wilkins has its thing. They make what they want, and it's up to the consumer to decide. It was really fascinating to see that all in the course of 1 week. And where are we going next? A couple things are coming up. Possibly California, possibly Denmark, possibly England again, possibly Germany again, maybe France. So we're going to see where we go in 2023.